E aí pessoal, estamos de volta com Bioshock Infinite. Enterro no Oceano, episódio 2. Bom, a gente tem que voltar para o laboratório, né? Acho que era mesmo o laboratório. Não lembro. Acho que tem algum cara especial ali. Onde filho da mãe tá? Lá no alto. Eu vou ter pra um lugar, né? É ali em cima, né? Ai, meu Deus. Não sei como ele não me viu. Tá me empurrando.
Jesus! Who did this?
Tem bem na porta, né? Meu Deus. Caralho, os caras tá rondando na porta toda aqui.
Fort Dundee. Good.
Acho que diabo é isso. Tem que me mexer, né? Aquela ali não quer sair do lugar. Consertar.
How we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on.
O que mais tem que mexer aqui? Aqui, ó.
Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. I need to cool the transformer at the top of the device, or the whole thing will overheat.
Ah.
I'll need to actually use Old Man Winter on the transformer. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
Booker, look. We're on the First Lady. Can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Pra me subir, cadê?
Like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a want something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't,
How do you know that?
because we didn't.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
É, só ir embora, né?
taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself?
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Então foi culpa deles que a Elizabeth matou. Ela não comenta nada, né? Ela só fica... Ah, tá. Ela já sabia, então, né? Que ela é onisciente, não sei o que, cara, ela é 4. Ai. Nossa. Puta merda.
As written in the people's voice, such is the fate of all hoarders and explorers.
Ah, o Kratos aí.
Those who idle shall talk.
What's going on?
Who's out there?
No escape, pig! Yes, you ran.
Oxe, sumiu o cara.
Who did kill her?
Ixi.
That only seems to be knocking them back.
Tem um item ali, como é que sobe ali? Ah. Caixa de munição. Ah, não tem nada aqui. Vambora.
We abide neither dilly-dalliers nor malingers. I tread.
You gonna answer for this, girl?
Ah, ele sabe que é uma garota. Ah, o cara levou um tiro no peito, velho. Que isso? Um tiro de 12 no meio do peito e não morreu. Ah, tá bom.
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay to hand?
Onde que é? Do labinho. Aqui eu compro munição, que é vigor. Que... Aqui só funciona só de munição, mano. Sleep. O que é isso aqui? O cara é perturbado, velho. O cara é... Fica aqui monitorando a cidade inteira.
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us, ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Well, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work. idiot his lock of hair.
E... Como é que destranca tudo? Não, ele é só destrancar uma. Oração. Vamos ver o que tem aqui primeiro, depois a gente vai. Eita porra, também é logo cachaça. Não tem legenda isso aqui. Uma ideia que tá escrito aqui. Dá pra ver que ele não é nenhuma pessoa religiosa. Empoeirado. Em garrafa de bebida aqui. Só que é só isso, eu acho. Vai. Tem que ver? Prazer.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. But for the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my own.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just complicate the narrative.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Agora você sente falta, né? Você matou ele afogado, agora sente falta dele. Esqueci do... Destrói logo a torre, tá logo ali. Tá tirando tranquilizante na torreta aí, senhor? Tem bastante coisinha aqui. Não preciso. Como é que esse cara não viu barulho?
Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Tem um cara ali em cima, velho. Tem dois aqui em cima.
Pretty nice over here.
What's next?
Who done this?
Ficou faltando só um, só.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Ah, comentou só agora, bem. Isso aqui. Essa parte aqui é bem grande, né? Tinha até esquecido disso. Oxi, onde está essa mulher? Não, cara, sei lá. Não. Não precisa. Precisa da senha.
Stop lift, Daisy! You can't hide forever, love.
Now, I know there's been some concern about the nature of the work we do here at Fink Manufacturing. Why, some say they're uncomfortable with the purported harm and suffering our research brings. But friends, let me pose a simple question. Is there anything you would not do to guarantee the health and safety of your loved ones? My interest is the future health of your children. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
É um arrombado mesmo, né? É, tem que estar por ali, ó. Encontrar a moça de cabelo. Ah, eu posso ir, né? E tem esse lugar aqui também. Vou explorar. Escolha difícil. Assim eu vou olhar aqui. Cadê? Aqui dentro aqui, ó. Tem que olhar aqui e daqui em cima aqui, né? Mais um.
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about. But I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
Bom, já achei o código, né? Amnésia. Dead o quê? Entendi. O que diabos quer dizer? Animal morto? Caralho. Planta. Um pra planta, o outro aqui e o outro pra reanimar mortos. Será que é pra pets? Imagina isso daí. Sinistro ia ser. Essa porta aqui. Então, ela abriu aqui. Aqui. Se bem que, né, que aquele fantasma lá da Comstock era tipo isso aí. É 8371. Colocar nele. Ó, tem outro aqui, ó. A Eve. Adiciona a habilidade de recuperar Eve com base no dano absorvido. Bom, bom. Mais painel, caralho. Vamos tá. Acho que eu não vou conseguir passar agora, né? Não me engano. Vai ter alguma coisa que vai impedir, eu vou ter que voltar. Acho que não vai abrir. Ainda vou testar isso aqui, ainda vou testar. Nossa, quanta vida.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Vou deixar isso aqui para outra parte, porque senão vai ficar muito longo. E aqui é bastante exploração também. Então vou encerrar por aqui. Então, até mais. Falou.